Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon, where we're making pretty good progress, I'd say, but also simultaneously losing, I don't know, a squad member now and then. Is life. I guess. Now we do need to do this mission, okay? The question is, do we want to do it with an antiquarian? Again? It's going to be an expensive setup, but we should do it at some point. The other thing we could do, I really want to get Gibbard, who is now Benjamin Gibb, to level 4. And by level 4, I mean like level 6. And we need a new bounty hunter up there as well. I don't really want to do green level missions, because now we can get 4th level units in the stagecoach. So we could basically toss these individuals away. As far as I can tell, at least. I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking. We don't need another one of those. I don't remember what Silence in the Crypt is. We don't need the Antiquarian skill. We don't need the Berserk Mask. Ancestral Musket Ball does seem pretty good. Arbalist only, plus 25% damage in position. Okay, I've decided I'm doing this mission to buff my boy Nicholas, okay? But I will also say, we're gonna... I was gonna say use it as an excuse to level some units up. I think I'm okay taking one level 5 unit on this mission. But actually, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should... Because we need units to be able to take out the yellow level bosses as well. I'm just kind of struggling here. Necromancer Lord, Gibbering Prophet, Brigand, 16 Pounder, Formless Flesh. A lot of... We probably don't need to kill every boss, right? Maybe. Just need to do the darkest dungeons, I'm assuming. And it's not like our units up here are getting any stronger, but I still, you know... I want to upgrade the Hamlet pretty fully. I want to do more farmstead stuff. You get the idea. I think we're running out of reasons not to do the Alluring Siren mission. The reason I'm not going to do it this time is because I think that the Wrathful Bandana looks like a really good trinket. So here's what I'm thinking right now. It's a level 6 mission. Give me a mouth. It's a medium length mission. Pardon me. I want to take units who maybe don't have every skill at max level. Or who I'm not using appropriately is the other one. Tomo could use some upgrades. Okay, so let's put Tomo in position 1 here. Let's use Mathis as our healer. Is he fully kitted? Oh, not even close. Okay, so this is a good opportunity to get him up there. Then Justin... Yeah, you're doing fine. We don't need to take you on the mission, necessarily. I'm pretty much kitted. Hafu. Just looking. 20% damage. It bleeds at 100% base. It will get better. I mean, it would make you a really good position 1 fighter. If we gave you that. Okay, I'm willing to give this a shot. Something like this. And the way that I look at it... First off, everybody's kitted. Yeah... Yes, okay, everybody's kitted on that. We'll go to the guild real quick. Maybe upgrade... I was going to say if we can get some more portraits and make this a little cheaper. Like, what if we trade busts for portraits... We're not going to be able to get there, so we'll just pay gold instead of relics, and then also gold, but to a lesser extent. So Melf, you could use the extra upgrades. I will say, what if we gave him a buff and took away one of his stuns? Like, Cure Blight Bleed seems okay, but I really like the idea of this. Plus 25% damage, that's a pretty good option. We'll see, at least. And then we would probably cut, like, Maybe Noxious Blast, even though the Blight is super high. And then we know that Hafu... I kind of like the idea of giving her this bleed out and seeing how she functions like as a dedicated #1. It does make her worse for the rest of the fight, but it's really good at taking out a strong unit in the first position. Mathis, I mean, this is the squad we roll, and that's what we're going to continue to do. And then Tomo, he does need a new skill, in my opinion. I'm just trying to figure out which one. It's like, Chop and Hue are obviously important. Purge, I don't think it's that useful right now. Revenge. Gives you a big buff, admittedly. Withstand. Gives you a big buff. Intimidate. I'm going to try, I think, giving him Withstand. Making him a little bit more of a tank unit. And then I guess giving him the self-heal to maximum level as well. So just want to make sure we got them equipped appropriately. So it'd be something like this. And then for Hafu, we're definitely pulling the stun out to give her bleed out instead. Mathis is kitted. Mouth. We'd be pulling... We could pull Incision hot and fresh out the kitchen. Because, like, do they have use cases? Yes. A stun at the back is still pretty useful in some situations, especially at 130%. We should upgrade it. Actually, we got a lot of Mouth upgrades yet to go. Let's give him all 5, even though it's very expensive. And he's like... He's set. Just trying to think. What do we give him? 5, 5, 5, 5, 1. So it would be like... Noxious Blast is good for targeting front line. Plague Grenade is great for back line, and then Blinding Gas. It doesn't give us a good instant damage attack, but I think that's okay. Let me make sure again. Tomo's good. Yes. Alright. Let's embark. This is the one. Sort by... unequip all trinkets. Sort by rarity. This will be a good test for this squad, without a doubt. So, who are the damage dealers? It's Tomo and Hafu. But actually, I think Tomo is the big one. But if we can give him, like, the Ak is the most important thing. I would actually maybe prefer to double up on his accuracy. Just to make sure he doesn't miss. And then we can give Hafu, like, extra damage, for sure. We don't really use Hell's Hairpin. Anyway, with the healer, I should always do the healer first, because it just simplifies things as easily as possible. Makes the healing skills incredible, every other skill pretty bad. Or not as good. I do kind of look at Malf here, and I go, I mean, what if we just gave... The Vial is well-liked. Extra range, extra stun, extra blight, sure. What if we also... I mean, is this too much overkill on blight? It's a plus 50% blight skill chance? I don't know, man. Maybe it is worth it. And then, basically, put something on Hafu that, I mean, gives her extra damage, ideally. Even if it's just Legendary Bracer. That seems pretty good. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot. Let's consult the cheat sheet. I would really like we've lost damage dealers. So to get our other damage dealers fully kitted out with a loadout we like, that's where I want to be. It's a Warren's medium, so it's almost exactly the same as the last one, but we want it to be, we want to take more provisions. 18. So we're taking 20. When this thing says 16 to 18 or 12 to 18, I'm taking 20 if we want to go at the high end, because it's a multiple of 4. I heard you loud and clear, eventually. 3 shovels. I'm gonna go go a little anti-venom. Oh, we already had one. I'll go 2 anti-venom, 3 bandages. I will go through 3 medicinal herbs. Oh, we already had one. Okay, I'll go 3 medicinal herbs. I'll go 2 skeleton keys. I'm gonna go no holy water. I'm going no holy water because it's not the game's fault, but I forget to use it. All right. This will be a good test. Again, we're rolling a kind of a different squad, but we got one of every class except for stress healing.
To prosecute our war against the swine,
90% of rooms. I just want to make sure.
Homes.
You can use withstand in any of the front 2 positions. So move resist is something we are going to want to worry about. We're going to need to hit like one of these rooms. So I'm thinking you go like... Whoop. Boop. That seems right. You know, again, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of friggin' cure, bud. No surprises here. Okay. It's only because you can't target this guy, so don't freak out. Now, as much as I'd love plus 25% damage, Noxious Blast. How's your prod? 25? I mean, Noxious Blast is pretty good. What's your speed? 5, 5. I think you're at 5 as well. I'm just considering if I'm likely to kill you. Like, you're probably going to try to bleed the first unit. Let's think about that. You'll do plus 20% on top of this. Bleed resist is relatively low. I think Hafu can kill that guy. So I think we want to try to kill this guy. And I think the best way to do that, and I may be wrong, but we're going to embolden Tomo to attack the second unit, because Hafu can target the first unit. That's alright, that's a party heal. Let's see if this worked. Not quite. But I'm not mad yet. Alright, Mathis, it's your time to shine. Appreciate that. You could have party healed, but knocking out a unit is pretty valuable. We have to stall anyway, because... What's the -6 dodge? Okay. Love it. We have to stall anyway. Because this unit has to come out of stealth. So, like, you know, what are we supposed to do? Might as well self-heal, you know, maybe throw some party heals out there. So far, this seems pretty good, but this might be an overly easy encounter, to be fair. Rushed shot, 5 damage, aka nothing. And then, that's fine. Does it? I'm assuming the debuff stack. Minus 40% damage for 2 rounds. Pretty bad. I'm not going to get overly, you know, concerned about whether or not we need to heal right now. It seems like it's a little bit too early. I got to say, damage output seems pretty good. We didn't get any super lucky dodges or anything there, so... Oh, lucky us. Thank God we go first. Okay, so these units are not that blight resistant, actually. Stun resist, pretty low. I do sort of look at this as a good opportunity for a double stun. The other thing is, I don't think we need a damage buff to chop these guys up. An Iron Swan could get you. Plague Grenade 1 to 2, and then the Blight is 6. Dead in 2 turns. I think we're better off going for a stun. Thank your lucky stars, it got double. 2 damage, no disease, please. Resisted the stun. Much appreciated. And then I honestly think that, like... What else do? You party heal. I didn't even finish my thought, but it was like, there's nothing there for us that is really that valuable, I think. I think a hew is not as useful as a chop. It's only a 79% chance to hit, so we really did try, but it went terribly wrong. We'll definitely Iron Swan. Only a 69% chance to hit. The dodges are getting high up there. This is a bad fight so far. I mean, they're missing me as well, but still. Again, there's not much better to do than either go for a stun or a hit. So I think a stun on the unit that is not acted is okay. And if they resist, they resist. $11 life left, huh? A Hugh is very likely to finish the job, so I'm actually going to buff Tomo here. Maybe with that extra 25% damage, he can get both of them. Close. 9 damage to Malf is bad. He resisted the Blight. And probably just if it bleeds or something. Like, well, what's the Wicked Hack is... They're all 69% chances to hit. What about Bleed Out? 69. Well... Why not, right? Still going pretty well. It would be nice to get Mathis a turn. Why, I should have at least withstand it. That was a weak action. We want Mathis to have a turn so we can party heal. Now we'll probably have him do a solo heal on Malf. You can't move. You have to attack. Oh my lord. So he didn't get a chance to do a solo heal on Malf because Hafu was like, I ain't moving out of the way. So we'll have to open with the heal next turn if we don't get a chance to camp in advance of our next fight. It's very, very, very unlikely we'll get a chance to camp in advance of our next fight, so. But we know where we're going. And again, I really think this party is going fine so far. A little bit of an accuracy issue. But also, you know, relatively strong enemies. Relatively strong enemies. I don't know if that means purge negative quirk or... Hold on. Darkest dungeon, curios. Give me a moment here. Pile of scrolls. Torch is purge negative quirk. Okay. Just looking. Okay. Lower accuracy against blighted kind of sucks. It's gonna sound crazy, but like, I think our healer... Hylomania, I don't even remember what it is. Obsessed with something. I think our healer being obsessed with stuff is very bad because sometimes they'll just pass turn, right? And most of the units we could probably deal with it, but your healer maybe is disproportionately bad. But either way, we made the right decision to at least purge it. I don't know, I see an X and I see a face, and in my head I'm like, maybe we shouldn't interact with it in that way, even though we had clearly already solved for the what it actually was. Alright, this will be, again, good test. Pretty bad surprise, mostly for Tomo and Mathis. Malf's kind of like, he's okay back here. Didn't get a disease. Didn't get a disease. Love it. Okay. Highly stunnable. You're not really going to get to act. You could do a withstand, but that's kind of a waste. And Mathis needs to heal Malf, so... I think a stun to get yourself some economy is not stupid. Love it. Okay. A little bit of the stress is off now. Very dangerous because ball and chain can do a lot of damage. I think you have to do this so Tomo can attack, but it's very unfortunate. 6 damage is not that bad. Debuff is... lower bleed resist, who cares? So we'd probably look at this as a good chop opportunity on this guy. 24 damage is really good. And if we could use Hafu to finish the job, 84% chance to hit. Okay, that's fine. Iron Swan, also good, but this guy's got to turn off because of stun. Alright, so everybody's back in default positions. We'll bandage up Tomo. Mathis will get some heals. I actually think a withstand. I want to try it out. Let's give it a shot here. Now, most important, this guy back here. So I kind of like the idea of noxiousing you, but a plague grenade on both of you guys. Your blight resist is pretty high. It's a 60% chance to hit. But our blight skills are also super stacked. So I was going to say, I would be disappointed if we didn't get both of you. We got crit for 12, but I mean, we had plus 30% prot, so it seems not that bad. You've both acted, but an Iron Swan is fairly appropriate, I think.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
I really think this is party heal situation now. The lower heals received is pretty bad. No stun. Oh, let's go. This guy's got to go. His speed is very high. And he's got stun resist still. So he needed to be hit for like an absurd amount. Stun resist plus 50. He's at 100. It's a 40% chance for a stun, but you got to think he's acting next. I think you go for it. Yo, we rolled the dice. We got very lucky, in my opinion. Now, this guy's a wild one. We'll focus on him secondary. First, we just basically want to chop, I think. Well, yeah, it's chop or a heal, so we'll go for the chop. Good hit. No stun. Move is fine. The stun is actually okay now that it's coming a couple of turns later. Great stuff. Dude, this party works. At least for right now, it works fine. So this guy, super primed for a Noxious. Or a buff on one of our real damage dealers. But I mean, 7 damage of Blight is real nice. And we weren't going to kill him anyway. Could have stunned him. Well, no, could we have? I don't think so, now that I think about it. To be honest, we'll probably try the self-heal on Tomo here. Keep him going strong. And, I mean, we only need to do 10 damage to this guy, so... Oh, that's one way to completely screw it up. I think he's dead. No, he's 1 shy. You have to go for the hit. And it heals you. It doesn't heal anybody else, but still. It was a just-in-case sort of situation.
Death by inches.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything with that sacrificial stone. Really, you got to say, as far as I'm concerned, so far so good. We got moved around there. Everything still turned out according to plan. Damage output is crazy. You do kind of look at this now and you go, maybe this is the right time to fight the Shambler. The only... Tell you what. We'll consider it, but I really... is one of the very few times I've gone into a mission specifically for the trinket. No mouth. Oh, loot.
A fortune waiting to be
I
spent.
will say. I went into this mission specifically for the trinket. Come on.
Ancient traps lie in wait.
So I don't want to say, like, you know, let's ignore the trinket. Ooh. It's the dude at the back is a friggin' nightmare. You also do a lot of... I mean, I hate all 4 of these enemies. All 4 of these enemies are trash. Theoretically, a Hugh could possibly get 2 kills. So it's very tempting. The stun is not that good because they're surprised. They already go last. So the thing is, you kind of want to, if possible, you'd like to focus this guy. I'm going to try something weird, okay? It's not going to work. We should at least try to kill something. Fair. Not what I was planning on, but at least, like, you know, 1 unit being taken out is better than no units being taken out. Let's look at the odds. 10 to 18, 13 crit. 18 crit. We're more likely to kill this guy first. We will have some HP-related problems, so... Why can we target you? It ignores stealth? She ignores stealth. Twilight Dreamer. Yo. 9 to 17 damage. 6 to 11 damage. 4 bleed. 9 to 17 damage. You have to try, I think, right? Or would you rather take out stress because you have a healer? Who's going to hit him next turn? Well, you are. Okay, I think you actually... Really excited that we all... we thought about that for so long. Great dodge, I appreciate it.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
No, miss. Marked. Lower dodge. We do have Emboldening Vapors. It's tempting to withstand. I was just going to say, though, the hit chance is so good. It's very unfortunate to do this, but I do think Melf just takes the kill.
Precision and power.
It's a kind of a waste, no question about it. Please stop hitting my son. He's starting to get into dangerous territory. 13 to 24. 8 to 15. The DOT is not as necessary here. I think you go for this guy first. That was wonderful. I actually like had a moment where my brain died because I was like, what? something so positive just happened. This is an easy one, okay? So you just hit Tomo with the fat heal. I wish you'd stop. Okay, so I'm looking and I'm like, we can't stun you. We could buff our friends, or we could start to put some DOT on you. This is Mike's best attack, so like I think it's worth doing. And I'll tell you what, like, you got a little bit of a stress problem here, but you can see that, at least in my world, the optics of this situation are starting to work themselves out very much in my favor. This guy's taking 12 damage a turn. He's taking 19 damage per turn, so he's dead next turn. Goring Flight. Well, where you going, bro? We're going to be in a really, really good spot. I was just going to say I would like Tomo to go, but we can just do it like this instead. Kill a corpse for no reason. Tomo can stress heal himself. Alright. Leaving this fight not in a terrible position. And look at this. This is why I'm looking forward to having Malf on like some boss fights. 21 blight damage per turn. Sounds good to me, buddy. We do need more buffs if possible. Keep it moving. I was thinking again, we might come back and fight the Shambler. I'll tell you straight up, if we fight the... Can you just let me use my things, Malf? Because you're going to get poisoned here, you idiot. Never mind, you're a genius and you keep finding awesome loot. Thank you. Hey, what can I say? Daddy knows best. If we get to rest after the mission's complete, then we'll go fight the Shambler, maybe, is what I'm trying to say.
May we find victory.
Or perhaps even we can rest and then fight the Shambler. Or fight the Shambler and then rest, I should say. Because this mission, as of right now, seems like it's going fine.
I don't know. I don't remember what you get for fighting the Shambler. I'm hoping it's some kind of amazing trinket.
Oh my god. Greedy squad. Greedy. I think we should go for the treasure. It's the last fight next to the Shambler, so we don't have a great excuse not to fight him. Except I will tell you that I'm going to look up the wiki.
The match is struck.
And by look up the wiki, I mean I'm going to look up on the wiki. Yo, let's go. I'm going to look up on the wiki what to do before the Shambler fight so that I know how to prepare. Okay, it's a very samey looking fight to what we've had before. You and you are the big annoyances. If we could take you out real quick, that'd be nice. I think you should just plague grenade them. And then... a stun is not that necessary. I think... you should be dead to an Iron Swan, so I'm going to focus on you instead. Still dead. It can't get you. Now, Chop. Chop could kill. I think if it can kill you, you owe it to yourself to give it a shot. Oh, boy. 57 damage crit. What do I owe the pleasure?
Slow death. Unforeseen.
Dodge.
Unforgiving.
Ah, oh well. Marked. No stress, though. I don't know why I think it's stress every time. It's a debuff. We can deal with debuffs. Wait, whatever. Make her bleed. I mean, that sounded like really rude, but it doesn't matter. We have no bandages, but we have great heals. This is stress, so this guy is a stress dealer. Okay, now it's starting to get painful. Mostly because you get to act 100 times before I do, apparently. Yeah, I was going to say, Hugh's an easy one here. We're stalling. We don't want this guy to die yet. We want some big heals. Just ice him. Still got 6 damage of bleed. Not that bad. Take them all.
These nightmarish creatures can be
I
fed.
am
They can be
going
beaten.
to rest. We need the skeleton keys, don't you? Sure, get rid of Onyx, take the bus, close this, rest. Okay, eat some food.
A moment of respite. A chance to
This is
steel
loot
oneself
reduction,
against their
basically.
coming
And then,
horrors.
no ambush. Religious? No. Religious. Well, I mean, I don't know. Sanatophobia, it sounds kind of religious, but... Flagellant. Well, only flagellant. That's religious, right? Nope. You're religious. With what? Satanophobia? I guess. Still a little stress relief on everybody. Okay, what do I like? Lower stress for better stats. Heal yours.
A momentary abatement.
I thought you could give somebody that ability. Plus 10 act, plus 10 dodge. We had nothing that prevented ambushes, so... Thank God. I get so nervous about those now.
Packs laden
Whatever.
with loot are
Don't
often
need them.
low on supplies.
We're going back. Oh, we have a fight in the meantime. This will determine whether or not we can / would like to fight the Shambler. I was going to say it's a great surprise because these guys are potentially a pain in the butt. A stun is tempting. 23. It's very unlikely that this is going to work. You got to think. Okay, so Tomo and Hafu are probably good for a kill each. How the heck are we going to kill one more unit? The only way I see it is buffing Tomo into a Hue that gets a double kill. I just don't think mathematically it works for anybody else. That's immediately terrible. You have to just take one. And you'd be lucky to get one. Well, you'd be reasonably lucky to get one. And here, again, it's like it doesn't really matter, because even if we stun, which is what we're going to do to demonstrate, they're going to come off of the stun, and they'll probably get to attack before us anyway. We did buff Tomo's dodge, so it's not a huge surprise that they managed to dodge that one. This is what I mean. He dodged the second one, which I consider a great stroke of luck. Hit me with 1, 11 stress, resisted a debuff. Great news. Well, if we can't kill him this turn, something's terribly wrong. Nice crit, man. This... Nothing wrong with that, dude. Dude, Hafu's accuracy is so bad. What is going on with that? I left this one alive. I mean, it's not really like I left it alive. It's in the death zone, but I thought maybe we can get one turn with our healer and neutralize some issues, but whatever. I'm gonna dump the skeleton key.
Push on to the
Maybe
task's
4
end.
food to take the deeds and the crests with us. We're gonna go back for the Shambler. No, we're gonna go down here because we haven't gotten our mission complete sign yet. Then we're gonna go back to the Shambler because it should be right here. Don't have any room for the food, so that's fair. I also dump torches next as well. Okay, continue adventuring. This is where I alt-tab. Darkest Dungeon Shambler. Probably going to be Abhorrent Shambler. 158 HP, 22 dodge, 33 prot, 2 speed, no stealth. High resistances. A predatory nightmare summoned from the darkest recesses of the unknown. The Shambler is an eldritch mini-boss that lurks in the blackest pits, dropping ancestral trinkets when killed. Before attempting, be warned it's one of the hardest enemies in the entire game. It is very easy to lose heroes here, and the longer the fight lasts, the stronger it becomes. The party will always be surprised. It will bring torchlight down to 0. The light level will stay at 0 for the rest of the fight. Don't summon it unless you're ready to kill it. It will use a bleed or blight attack and summon 2 tentacles. The tentacles have high speed and are likely to take actions before the party. The main reason for hunting this monstrous creature is because it carries with it ancestral trinkets. Items once carried by the ancestor that contain terrible power. Okay, I mean the trinkets seem pretty good. Or perhaps fantastically good. Plus 15% damage if torch is above 50. You're telling me. We got to give it a shot. Wait, well, hold on here. Most of the time it is wise to pass up the opportunity to fight him. If you decide to summon him, it's better to do so after you've completed the quest objective. Yeah, YouTube. Finish the fight as soon as possible. Kill the tentacles. Stun the shambler to prevent him from respawning them. This does seem bad. By the way, I'm looking at the recommended. Oh, Lord. I'm looking at the recommended party, and none of our classes are in there. I'm hoping we could just run, maybe, if it doesn't go right. But we do have a stun in the form of Mouth's backline hit, which I think is valuable. Let's see how we fare after this combat, and maybe we'll choose to do it or not do it. Anyway, I'm willing to give it a shot. Who dares wins. It also said, be warned, the champion version is substantially more difficult than any other version. So, like, I'm pretty excited about that. And it moves our party around. And this is a party that we do not want to move around because... So good. It's a party we don't want to move around because nobody here really fares well in positions other than their starting one. So it might take us a turn or two to get, you know, into a position we're okay with, which is extremely unfortunate. 71. Oh, I'm alive! It's probably like such an insane overkill, but it did lower AC as well. Valid point. Let's go. Please, please, Lord. You are horrible. I didn't realize, like... This has got to, like, crit you to an absurd degree, but... I didn't realize that, you know, we took all the AC trinkets on the leper. It turns out... we were focusing on the wrong unit. Oh my god, 27 extra stress. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. I think Malph's gonna be in a bad spot. Malph is like, he's a cursed unit. Like, we take him out on these missions, every mission has, like, some kind of snafu. Now, I mean, this one has actually literally been completely fine, except for the fact that we're choosing willfully, for reasons that make no sense, to summon an eldritch demon from beyond the pale. One whom the wiki says, yeah, you probably shouldn't fight him. But you know what? The time has come. We're 37 minutes into the video. Maybe like a little late to be fighting this guy. I didn't realize we played for so long. But we're gonna do it. I'm not afraid. These doors are squeaking me out. It's freaking me out with squeaks. 6 torches left, not that it matters. You know we're gonna be surprised. This is gonna sound absolutely ridiculous. But what if we put all of our party members into, like, the worst possible spot for them? So that when they get shuffled, like, it couldn't be any worse. I hope this is not a moment where people are like, NL, no! Let's go. Shuffle me. It kind of worked. One move with our healer and we're set. Noxious Blast. Not a stun, but when he summons things, we'll be able to stun him. His Blight Resist is high. We could also buff Tomo. I think you buff Tomo here. Even though the DOT would be nice. I think 2 crits from Tomo, this guy's in trouble. But also, you could stun. It will not hit. Absolutely not. Wow, we are slow. 2 tentacles. 1 blight. Not that bad. These guys should go. Hafu, you're so horrible at this game. What happened? Tomo, you're a god. You left 1 alive. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, the tentacle should go first. Clapper Claw. 8 damage. No blight. A lot of stress. Smack him. Okay. Good. Now, put some dot. You know we got that high percentage blight chance. We have anti-venom. Good stuff. The stun will never work. What do? guess you hit, and you get a little self-heal, and then keep Malf in a good spot as well. Alright, now you... Why couldn't you... Oh, because you're not in position 1. That will never change. Bleed, 80. Dude, gotta put the DOT on you. Straight up. You resisted the DOT, that's fine. Obdurous advancement. Obdurous advancement. 1 bleed, 4 damage. Life goes on. Clapper Claw. We actually like it when the dude goes before us, so that we don't have to deal with 2 of these garbage turns. Now, the stun will not work. Fair enough. We're going to try to blight the Christ out of this guy. 13 damage per round. Malf's in a lot of trouble. Gotta try. Fair. Hafu, your job is very simple. Kill this thing. 65. Can't hit him. 65, 65, 65. You're horrible. Stop. Why are you playing so badly? I know you've got more skills. This is like missing lethal when you got a firebolt in hand. Okay, this is obviously terrible. Malf has become hopeless. And our units are in potentially the worst position you could conceivably ever imagine. One day they'll dodge. There'll be some dodges that'll happen, and it'll be like a dream come true. I don't know what Malf does from the front position. Okay, okay. Retreat from combat. You have to try. You gotta roll the dice on these. Malf, do you got anything? He passed his turn. It's great news. 2 tentacles is very dangerous. I've heard.
The end approaches.
Stop. We're gonna try to get out of here. Please let me go. Okay, you've taken your actions. Now I get 4 chances to escape. Thank the Lord. We will be leaving. If she became virtuous, I was about to lose my friggin' mind. We're out. That went really badly, but at least we left in time.
Impossible.
It looked for a while like it might go okay. Malf leveled up, that's great news. He got a negative, but it replaced the previous negative. Fragile seems bad. Probably try to replace that, but we got some stress issues. I'm not sure if you noticed.
All the decadent horrors.
Fox Mulder lost 1,000 gold.
In comparison to that final crowning thing.
What on earth?
I could not
Okay.
look, nor could I look away.
It's no longer masochist, that's perfect. No longer abusive, perfect. Go for it, Tomo. Who else was a Hafu? Go for it. I hate to do it, but like, you know, there's gotta be some form of stress relief after all this. Mathis games. Go slap your troubles away. I mean, it's easy to forget. We actually like won that mission. It's just very expensive to get that taken care of. So for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time where we'll, I don't know, maybe fight the Siren. We'll see if we got a squad ready for it. But again, for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.